and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 75 for the week of October 19th. As usual, I am Alca7raz, and with me is Nemesis.
I hope you've seen Rainbow Rocks by now.
I really hope you do. It's been out for a while.
It was on TV.
So, we have what's probably going to be a bit shorter of an episode.
Maybe.
Not a huge amount of news today, and we have a little bit of fan content, but we don't have any comics or anything. We're going to be going over an older generation movie. Yes. Evil laughter. We'll get to that when we get to that. First up, news. If you'd like to follow along with us, and you should, you can find our show notes at pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. Go there, click the link, and there you go. Follow us along. Start us off in convention news. The Japan Ponycon has released an animation with some information about the upcoming con, like dates and locations. And
That's
stuff
also
like
quite frankly pretty weird.
It's a bit weird. The animation itself is actually
Fine.
pretty good. Just the content is just kind of...
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, but it fits. I think it fits.
I guess.
Moving on to fandom news. A Brony Tale will be hitting Netflix at the end of the month. So, if you've been waiting to watch that, there you go.
Mm-hmm. It's good, remember that.
Yes, it is.
You said it's such a while back, it's a way better documented than
way better than the other one. So, the Fallout Equestria game that's
Overmare Studios.
Yeah, Overmare Studios that's been showing up for a while. They've released a short video detailing some of the UI elements that'll be in the game.
Yes.
Things.
It's actually pretty interesting from, I guess, a designer standpoint. Just, hey, look, we're going to be minimalist. Stuff won't pop up unless you need it. We're doing things a little bit differently from Fallout 3,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Jan Animations has also released a short little video explaining a whole bunch of things, like about the C&D and some of the stuff that he's been working on in the meantime.
Yep.
Basically, the C&D, they're in works on
Yes.
possibly a deal that benefits both of them. But that's all he can say, and that's all it sits. He's still waiting for more information. So, yeah. But he's also been working on non-pony stuff, things that he's been hired to do.
Mm-hmm.
One he can't talk about, the other one
Two
he
he
does.
can't.
Well, two he can't, and then one he can, that he
Yeah.
talks about a bit in the
Even
video.
plugged
So,
a bit.
yep. If you want to check that out, go click the link. Merchandise. Images of the Cutie Mark Creators Play-Doh set have shown up on Amazon.
Yeah, more of those.
Yep, the listings I think have been there, but the images just got added.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Images popped up, and yeah, it's not quite what I was expecting when I heard Play-Doh sets. It's you just kind of stick it in to a Play-Doh into an existing pony figure, and oh look, there's the hair and stuff, I guess.
yeah, it's kind of weird, but there you go. A Twilight Sparkle Nightlight has shown up on Woolworth's website.
Yes. Nightlights.
Yeah.
Twilight Sparkle Nightlight.
Nightlight. You'll probably get one of those, right?
No.
Sure. Anyway, a Pinkie Pie portable keychain speaker has shown up on Shop Your Way's website. But where there's Pinkie, but okay.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense because she's usually the most musical of the main six.
Well, if you want to go with the main six, but whatever. And yeah, it just plugs into any standard 3.5 mil
Yeah, so your
audio jack,
iPod or whatever.
iPod or any sort of MP3 player or whatnot.
It's also a small keychain speaker, so don't expect the best.
Don't expect the best. It says on the site high quality, but yeah, no, I doubt it.
That's relative.
Images of the pop figures for Celestia, Spitfire, and Discord have shown up. We've known about them.
Mm-hmm.
They've also announced and shown Trixie.
Yes. These four actual final versions, not prototypes.
Yep, these aren't the prototypes. They're finals. So, yeah.
Here they come.
Here they come. The black version of the Funko Rainbow Dash figure has shown up as a Target exclusive. So, it's white box with black Rainbow Dash, but it's only a Target.
Yes.
So,
someone's
not
taking a trip to Target soon.
Shush.
No.
A preview for the MLP manga
Manga, yeah.
has shown up. So, if you can read Japanese,
Or
wait for the translation,
or you
'cause
just
I'm pretty
really
sure
want to
someone's
have
got
one.
the translation. So.
Because there's probably a way to get it
Yeah, probably.
when it comes out.
Preview is up, so there you go. You can check it out.
Pretty nice artwork, actually.
It is, actually.
It's weird in that it's like very similar to the show style, but it's also distinctly...
There's a slight
It also has a distinctiveness of its own. You can see it.
Yep. Actually, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The Build-A-Bear Celestia plush now has an actual release date of mid-December.
Yeah, mid-December.
It's not a
hard release date.
hard release date, but it's better than what we had.
Which is nothing.
Yep. So, should hopefully be in time for Christmas. Yay. Also, we can buy pony duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotch brand has released a pony version of their duct tape.
Yes. It's
got ponies all over it.
It's pony duct tape. I mean,
I'm not sure how much more we can say about that. It's duct tape, it's ponies.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing now. That's the weirdest merchandise I have seen now, I think.
I would have to agree with you. But hey, now you can make wallets.
Everyone
makes
duct
duct
tape
tape
wallets.
wallets. That was a big thing.
Yeah, I remember those.
Resurgence of those.
Instead, then somebody got the bright idea to just sell them pre-made.
Yes.
For an unusually large amount of money.
Mm-hmm. I actually had one a while back.
Did you buy it or make it?
Make it.
Okay. Because if you bought it, I would laugh at you.
I'd laugh at myself. Last bit of merchandise news. Some new pony figures are now available on the Shapeways site. These are the 3D printed ones.
These are 3D printed fan-created stuff.
Yep.
So
they're not cheap.
No.
They are really cool.
Yeah, some of them, though, it's a 3D printer, so they got that weird fuzziness to the texture. But yeah, a lot of them are cool. They're obviously, like you see the ones based off KP Shadow Squirrel, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those, the Gmod.
The Gmod ones.
You see that stuff. You got, so you got all sorts of cool things. Just go look. Yeah, you probably find your favorite pony somewhere in there.
Yep.
Somewhere, probably.
And last bit of news we have, Season 5 music is most likely, from what we believe, being recorded now. Daniel Ingram tweeted a picture of him in the studio.
Recorded or worked on.
Recorded, yeah, one of those two. So he didn't actually explicitly say anything, but he said MLP
Pony.
recording session, and it's him. So it's like, put two and two together. I'm pretty sure that's the stage it's at right now. So
yeah, and most likely since writing was wrapped up a little bit ago, makes sense that the music's being started on.
So yeah, that's the news. So our discussion. We went back and we watched another G3 movie.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, that happened again. I don't know why we keep doing this to ourselves, but it was Runaway Rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, basic synopsis. What's start? Was it a new season? But anyway, they needed to bring in the new rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently rainbows are a seasonal thing.
Yes. And they help create rainbow fruit.
Yes, apparently rainbows are very important. Huh.
Wait a second.
But in order to do that, there's 4 unicorns that are important to it. There's 4 shooting stars.
And one of them's new to it.
Yeah, and Rarity is the new princess. And has to summon a carriage right before her shooting star, which is the last one, or they'll miss it and there won't be any rainbows.
Because reasons.
Yes, we don't know why. But Rarity doesn't pay attention, is playing with the magic wand and makes her teleport.
Yep. To
the Breezy Blossom.
Something like that.
And the rest of it is just them, the other 3 unicorns trying to find her, and her trying to find her way back to Unicornia.
Because she met other ponies in Ponyville.
Yeah,
who are not unicorns.
Yes, because apparently all unicorns are only in Unicornia, and Ponyville only has Earth ponies. Not entirely certain what's up where Pegasus are. I don't think there are any.
Somewhere else, they're in...
The Breezies filled that role. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it was. The Breezies take Rarity to Ponyville, and then they all try and find the unicorns, and a whole bunch of stuff happens, and they almost run out of time, but they don't, and then they make rainbows, and everybody's happy. That's basically the gist of it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, if you're coming here expecting like a positive reception, you come to the wrong place.
Yeah, this is not the place for positive. not on this one.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Did you like it?
No.
No.
Actually, I think it was worse than the last one we watched.
I would.
Because I remember the last one we watched. I looked it up. The Princess Promenade. It actually had positive reception, like according to critics and stuff. This one had mixed reception.
Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah.
I guess this one's actually
might
worse.
Say that one, but not by much.
Yeah, the last one was not great either, but this one's, I think, worse.
I mean, animation is just
terrible.
Oh, it was terrible. You keep watching through it. Things don't follow. You also get some weird
jump cuts.
Well, jump cuts, but there's also some perspective problems.
Yeah.
I mean, like the castle. One scene looked really, really small as they pulled up to it.
Perspective
There's perspective and proportional issues. Some things don't match. Like at the very end, Rarity's horn kept changing size.
Yeah, he went from little tiny to big, to tiny to big, tiny big.
Yeah, the dialogue and
most of the dialogue was pretty bad.
Oh, it was just the same, all high pitched, just
again,
ear bleeding.
Yeah, there's one particular scene. There was one bit. Charlie, yes, there's a unicorn Charlie who's the one teaching Rarity this stuff, and Rarity's not listening. Where she's walking, and you see it that she's literally sliding across the floor because they did a really poor job of doing the animation.
Her character is moving faster than her walking animation.
So she's sliding. As she walks.
That was just horrible. It was a whole bunch of songs too, but some
they're
of
all
them were just.
One of them in particular stood out to me just because I had really lazily written lyrics. It was
the rhyming was just bad.
We have to rhyme and okay, blue. That's really easy to rhyme with. Guess what? They just rhymed blue with blue again.
Yeah, it's just stuff
and then
like
two,
that.
And then it's really lazy.
Yeah, that's just, and some of the voice acting in the songs they didn't sing very well. But
yeah, it really wasn't. I mean, this is pretty obvious low budget. Like this was MLP at its lowest. We all know this.
Yeah,
and yet we continue to torture ourselves going in and watching these because, quite frankly, we don't know what
we
else
haven't
to do.
got to the 3.5 series.
Yet.
So that one may come in even lower depending on how it goes.
Yep.
Not looking forward to that one.
Of course, his favorite character, Rainbow Dash.
Oh, God. We won't even... Rainbow Dash is not the Rainbow Dash we know.
Yeah,
the Rainbow Dash in here is Rarity.
Yeah, it's pretty much
we know.
Rarity. With a hint, that's a small hint, tiny little hint of Dash we know, but
I'm still gonna disagree with you.
I'm not.
The time she mentioned her own name was a really bad pun.
Yeah, it was a bad pun that was also feeding her ego. So
it wasn't an ego feed. It was just a really bad pun. Feed.
You just don't want to admit there may be a little bit there.
Well, no, because all the ego came from Firefly.
Who doesn't exist in this version.
He doesn't exist, unfortunately.
There's also Pinkie Pie, and there's once again, it's pretty much in the same continuity as the last one. I did not realize these two were actually connected until we watched it.
Yep.
This is pretty much a sequel to Princess Promenade.
Basically, yes.
It's if you think about this is what's scary is that this is like Disney movies constantly get there's the original version, then there's the direct-to-DVD version, which is inferior in just about every single way. This is like the first movie was direct-to-DVD, and this one is direct-to-DVD, but somehow worse in every single way.
Yeah,
which is something. Even the annoying Spike comes back.
And then the moral. What even was?
I don't know anymore.
It was.
I'm not even sure there was a moral, really.
It was something
about
like listening to your elders,
or listening to someone who knows what they're talking about.
It's like they kind of put a couple pieces here and there, and then just kind of threw it at your face at the very end.
Yeah, but.
Sort of.
I think one thing they did a little bit better this time around, was they didn't, I guess, try to shove the same joke in our face over and over again.
There was a
came up like once, and it's like, okay.
The breezies. You go first. You go first.
Yeah, that thing came up like twice
a couple times. That was a bit annoying. But
that was annoying, but it wasn't as bad as the first one. It's like they dialed back some of the really annoying stuff, and it was really weird because the main character Rarity was played by Kathy Westluck.
Yeah, and you could hear the Spike.
You could hear it. The Spike stuff kept popping through. It's like she'd do this. It was like a higher pitched Spike most of the time, but every once in a while she'd drop, and you'd start hearing Spike really come through.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Interesting, especially It's Rarity being played by Spike, and it messes with your head. It's one of those things where it messes with your head, and then when she's talking to Spike, it really messes. It's really one weird. Of those. Oh God, this is weird. It's just weird because it's like at the time it wasn't like no one knew about this, but now it's like it's just weird to watch.
You try and watch us with knowing what we know now.
And of course, Andrea Lim and Brett McKillop are also, and Tabitha St. Germain are all in this as well.
Yep. There's a whole bunch of recurring.
There's also a couple voice actors who are not. Oh, Kathleen Barr's in it too. Who, if you don't know, that's Trixie and Chrysalis.
Yep. Was Marique in this one?
Yes, she was as briefly as a minor character. She was in there.
Marique showed up. That's Gilda, if you don't know.
Yeah. And which one was it? Aria or Sonata?
I can't remember, but it was one of those two.
Yeah, one of the two.
But yeah, that's basically it sucked.
Yeah, I mean, it really. Yeah, she was Sonata. So the one that people like.
Yeah, the one people like.
But yeah, it's one of those like you think maybe there's something there, maybe in all these G3 things that's a little decent, but so far they've kind of struck out both times.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it didn't have the awful recurring jokes. There were still some bad jokes in there, granted. I mean, there's one thing that just made us laugh just because it wasn't supposed to be funny, though. That's kind of a problem. There's this bit where, Rarity's blaming Charlie for all this stuff, and then, wait a minute, we're at least laughing at this part, and then, of course, she comes to her sense. No, it was my fault, but still, it's just funny. It's all Charlie's fault.
It's all Charlie.
It's just also funny, just Charlie, a unicorn, and not all the same. And
yeah.
And also the whole idea, 4-color rainbows, like...
Yeah, 4-color rainbow.
No, that colors are not on a rainbow.
Yellow,
purple, and pink.
Yeah, blue, yellow, purple, and pink.
That's not a rainbow.
That's not a rainbow. That's a horrible rainbow.
It's not a rainbow, guys. It's not a rainbow.
Oh yeah, and somehow right when they missed it, all the colors from different rainbows were disappearing.
Yeah, including Rainbow's hair.
Rainbow Dash's hair went gray.
So yep, going monochrome.
And other rainbows around.
Color just started disappearing.
But only on rainbows. Other color was still there, so it's like, what were you
odd.
using to color the rainbows? That
it's magic.
Yeah, there were some things that just continuity is like half there.
Yeah. Also, it's weird because like Kathy Westluck actually did an okay job, but at the same time, there's times where it's like kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
Again, I think this is one of the, and we know Kathy Westluck's a good actress, so
yeah, we know that now.
I think it's just one of those bad material and bad voice direction.
Yep.
I mean, really, it's like, the plot is basic. There's stuff thrown in that doesn't really make sense. Yeah. There's one point where they're singing, and they're showing that they're literally, like, they're looking.
All of their mouths are moving, but...
Yeah, you got the group of unicorns looking for Rarity. You got Rarity with her new friends looking for trying to get back home, and they're, like, right next to each other, and they just don't see each other. It's dark. It's like, okay, that could happen, but they're both... It's in the dark.
And they both have campfires.
Campfires, like...
And they're like 20 feet away from each other. How do you not notice the glowing of another campfire on the cliff above you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Logical error does not compute.
And then right after that, we have the song.
Yeah, that weird song. Which was the way it was presented and the way it was sung is just in any other... I've been trained by Disney to see it as the romantic bit, but it's so it just
two characters singing a duet while dancing through the stars together.
That's the sort of thing. Disney has trained you. This is the romance bit.
Except this was Charlie and Rarity.
Yeah, that really messes with you. It messes with you. It's weird in that you see your brain has been trained by Disney all these years to see that as a romantic thing, like The Lion King. Or I'm trying to think of another one, or just in general, or Aladdin. Among the Stars,
the carpet ride,
duets, all that stuff. Yeah. And your brain's been trained to say
romance.
Think romance when it comes to that. So your brain triggers romance. It goes, what the heck? Wait, what's going on? Your brain just kind of stalls for a second when you're like trying to figure it out. It's like it was just odd. I was like, why is my brain screaming romance even though I know nothing about these characters really? Oh. And it's one of those, you don't notice, but your brain does.
Your brain does. Yeah.
Someone dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on a lot of things.
That was but that was one of those. This just doesn't make sense. Oh, there's one bit. It was weird where we see all these characters, like 6 different characters, their mouths all moving as they're talking, but only one voice.
Reverse ventriloquism.
Someone messed up.
Was that like reverse ventriloquism or something?
No, but someone messed up. Oh, and lip sync was awful. The lip sync was awful. I'm just like, I can't. I haven't seen lip sync that bad in a long time. I think even the first movie had better lip sync than that.
I think so, yeah.
And this was like it's like what is going on?
It's like the animators didn't really put that much effort into it.
Yeah, gee, I wonder. It's almost like they're doing. Yeah, they also noticed it was outsourced
animation, which could be.
And not necessarily saying outsourced animation is always bad, but in this case, it was obviously done on the cheap.
Yes,
it was done on the cheap, and it's like probably came back with errors and like it doesn't matter anymore. Get it done.
Just push it out the door.
Or
we need to make more money. Likely, the thought process. target audience won't care. It's just a girls' show.
Yeah, apparently.
That's probably.
Yeah, I was looking at people. This was received much worse than Princess Promenade. We didn't like that.
Yeah.
Most people don't. Although some people still see it favorably. Oddly enough, I found out some people still see Princess Promenade as in favorable.
When you put it up against something like this, maybe.
Yeah. This is.
This is just no.
Bleh.
This is the reason
we said Princess
why.
Promenade was bad. This is worse.
Yeah, this is the reason why when people think My Little Pony, they think horrible, not good, because they think stuff like this.
Remember, this is only about 10 years ago too.
Yeah,
it's not that old.
Yeah, it's just.
This was the low point. This was why. This was when. Remember when Friendship is Magic started? My Little Pony was on its last legs. It was likely Friendship is Magic going to succeed.
There would be
the franchise would probably just been quietly shelved. Like G.I. Joe, if you notice, hasn't really gone anywhere in a couple last
movie
10,
didn't really
15
help.
years. Yeah, the movie didn't help, unlike Transformers, which exploded.
Yeah.
Even though that you say what you want about the quality of the movies, it helped make the franchise huge again. It's just Friendship is Magic was, I think, Hasbro's desperate saving throw. Is there and succeeded this time.
Worked.
But there's still some odd stuff that's like kind of lines up with the new stuff. Like they had the map with all the different kingdoms, like laughter and kindness.
The different kingdoms had different
like themes.
Yeah,
I mean, some of them
there was
were
a kindness, there was a laughter,
there was a couple,
friendship, there was
like
other
family,
and
then there's
like
rainbows.
And rainbow, yes. Unicornia was the rainbows.
And also Unicornia was mentioned in Friendship is Magic as the old kingdom.
But yeah, so that's maybe a small.
It's like there's going to be common stuff throughout all of the MLP stuff, but yeah, it's also just weird. Also, Spike's still annoying.
Spike's still annoying, except for different reasons.
Annoying voice, and he also did that weird thing where references little storybooks type stories real briefly, but again, that was only once and not
fortunately
again and again.
Do it constantly.
And there's also this weird bit where he's okay. Let me check my book. There it is. Open on the thing, and then he's here it is, and then he shuts the book as he's saying here it is. Like, yeah. So I don't know why he shut the book and then
opened it up again.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Maybe what was supposed to happen is that it was supposed to be closed.
Yeah, someone I think got it
backwards.
Animators
got it backwards or something.
That's probably what happened. They didn't bother to fix it because it's like that would just cost too much money.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking that was, because that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, it was just rife with continuity problems, just problems all over.
Yep.
It looks like they just did it on the cheap, really lazy, just get it done, get it out there. It's just bleh.
One part that was really weird was the Breezies bothering a bee's nest and nothing happening. It's like
no bees at all.
It's like, where are the bees? If there's no bees, where'd the honey come from?
It's magic. It's rainbow magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Breezies are strong.
Holy crap, yeah.
3 Breezies are able to lift up a full-grown pony.
Yeah.
Breezies are
the Breezies are in here a lot larger than the ones we saw.
Yeah, but not much. They're still pretty, I guess, hand size. Oh, they also
changed size, I think, because they can fit in
creepy,
flowers.
Yeah, also there's a perspective thing, too.
Yeah.
There's also the creepy hoof grab thing.
Oh.
Which...
That is creepy.
Yeah, it's like a little claw thing. It's also the faces. Once again, the general designs just look weird. Don't look right. The faces are too wide. The eyes are too spread far apart. It's just, and I mean, sure, it looks more horse-like, but this is one of those things where it's like, let's stylize it a little bit better. Like,
yeah.
Friendship is Magic.
Friendship is Magic did. It's interesting how Friendship is Magic did. They removed a bunch of the very horse-like things in some areas, but made sure they followed in some of the others.
Yeah, they're very insistent on if you can't, it's like you have to figure out how they can do this thing with hooves and not just have them hold it somehow. Usually, sometimes it's like we have no way, so we're like the shovels and winter rapids, they just have to hold it.
Yeah.
It's like there's no real way we can figure out how to make that work, so they just hold it.
But I mean, some of the things in Friendship is Magic, their mains, for example, always fall to one side. They don't really split
sometimes
between
it goes. They'll flip because
they'll flip, but they'll only drape to one side, which is very much a horse thing.
Yeah, if you notice in this, they're very much full heads of hair.
Yeah, I think they did even worse in the.
No, that
5.
reminds me. The hair in this, pretty much everyone had the exact same hairstyle.
Yeah, everyone's got the same hairstyle.
So it's one of those you can tell. They can tell they make it on cheap. Why? Because they're just basically kind of just take the same exact model and duplicate it. Which yes, Friendship's Magic has done it, but at least there is some variety.
Yeah.
But this is just exact same model over and over and over and over and over again.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the hairstyles are pretty much identical.
Yeah. So it's just not a good movie.
No.
Don't watch it.
Not even if you're a little kid. Maybe you just have a kid or niece or something who's interested in the old stuff. No.
Just let us
They're
watch
gonna be
it.
disappointed.
Let us watch it.
Let us watch
Don't
and tell
watch
you how
it.
bad it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to see how bad it is,
We can't stop
It's on
you.
Netflix.
But be warned. It's not something
It's not
people are
great.
gonna enjoy. So
You won't enjoy it. It's not. It's not even in the category of you can really laugh at it either.
no, it's more.
It's not like The Room.
cringe-worthy.
Again, I think I said this last time, but yeah, it's really not like where it's so bad you can still enjoy it. It's just bad. So it's so
The
bad.
Room, or
Plan 9 from Outer Space, or Troll 2,
crap. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know, Sharknado. No, that was
No, that was
bad.
just
That was
just an
intentional.
action.
Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus or whatever. That was pretty bad enough. It was funny.
What's for dinner? Meatloaf.
Rocky Horror Picture
Rocky
Show?
Horror Picture Show. Thank you.
Wow.
Ah, it was right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another one.
Phew.
So yeah, just don't go watch it.
Yeah,
Just don't.
it's not
Just
even
don't.
enjoyably bad.
Yeah,
It's just bad.
it's just bad. So I think that's as much as we can ramble on. Unless you got anything else to say. I'm
No,
out.
I think I wore out my ways of saying it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so the last thing we got is some fan content. I don't have a huge amount.
let's come back.
But, yeah, we didn't have any last week, but I've got a little bit. So I've got one song for you this week, and it is Evil Emoticon Smiley by General Mumble.
Literally, greater than equals closing parenthesis.
Yeah, you have to describe it because you can't really say it very easily. But yeah, it's an interesting, creepy techno remix type thing that uses Pinky's songs.
Yes.
So it makes it creepy and kind of cool techno
Yes.
with a nice driving beat.
It's odd. It's kind of slower too. You can hear it's slowed down, which also adds to the, I guess, creepiness factor. It's slowing stuff down. Always kind of makes
Slowing
sound
it down
creepy.
and pitching it into a minor key.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
It's got a very interesting. It's interesting. I'll give it that. I
kinda
mean,
liked it, but-
it's actually pretty good, but it also immediately reminded me of another song, which is Vietnam by what's his name,
I don't even know how to pronounce it, but yeah.
it's
use it in
Kozilek or something. If you don't know what that is, that's a song from Terry Kavanagh's Flappy Bird thing.
Yeah, he made her
That
Flappy
little
Bird
that
copy
hardcore
thing, yeah.
Flappy Bird copy thing, which uses this technical song. It's that same sort. It's very much pretty much the same instrument. It's very similar, not the same, but
not
it's a
the
very
same.
similar melody.
Similar
And it's a
melody,
little
but-
slower though.
Yeah, this was more of the let's do it creepy.
I like that song a lot. So this one is actually kind of really good too. But I think it's kind of almost sometimes feels a little off in that the pony stuff is like again kind of feels like almost an afterthought. But I wouldn't say it detracts from the song really.
That's fair. So that's all the music that I have.
Yeah, one
so let's finish it up with the last little bit. We got 2 fanfictions.
Yes, 2
so
fanfics.
Take it
And then-
away.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Oh, I don't want to go.
Okay, but the first fic I actually have is Shenanigans in Blue by O'Calhoun. I'm hoping or Hound. I don't know. Anyway, I can't really say too much about this because
It's really short.
it's really short, so saying too much will spoil it. But I can basically sum it up in Flim and Flam basically try to scam Blue Blood.
Yep.
And yeah, it's very short. I enjoyed it. It's funny. You'll get very quickly where it's going.
Yeah.
But it's still funny.
Yeah. I thought it was great. It was funny. It was pretty expected.
Yeah.
Like you said, you could tell where it was going. So,
Yeah,
but it was still a nice, quick little read. It's only like 1,000 some odd words, so
yeah, it's
not gonna take any time to
1,775. It's really
so it's just
short.
a quick little read. So
Really short. It's also funny just because it's Flim and Flam are very much in character. Blue Blood's in character. You see the situation and it feels natural for their characters. From what
it's something you'd expect to actually see.
It's short. I can't say too much more, but yeah, I'd recommend just going and checking it out. It will take like maybe 10 minutes of your time at best.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next one is Parenting is Easy, I Swear, by Aragon.
Oh boy.
This one is it's harder to describe, not because it's short, but because it's a little out there at times. Basically, Cadence meets with Nightlight. Nightlight is Twilight and Shining's dad, to basically talk to him about, parent stuff, because she and Shining want to have a kid.
Are thinking about it.
Thinking about it. So they kind of talk. She wants to talk to him, and
there's other things.
Other stuff starts to happen, and it's just absurd.
Yeah, I think one little word describes most of it. What?
What is
what?
It was. I almost didn't feature it, but I decided, what the heck? Why not? It's just weird. I don't like to feature weird stuff too often, because then kind of now you're just trying to look for because some of it falls flat for the sake of being weird.
It tries too hard to be weird.
I found one that was very much like that right before this, so this one just kind of felt a little bit better. Just it's very off the wall. It's very random, but I think it's just it's a random that doesn't feel too random, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like stuff was thrown in for the sake of just being thrown in. There is a cohesiveness to it, but it's still very out there. Let's just say there's existential crisis is because of tea. Existential crises because of tea.
Because of tea. Yeah.
And also Cadence doesn't know what too much information means, apparently.
Apparently.
And
something about starfish.
Yes. Yes.
I
recommend it just because it's you have to read it because it's that
you
weird.
have to read it and try not to let.
Also, don't let the sex cat tag scare you off.
Yeah, it revolves around that topic, but it's not a clop fic at all.
Yeah, don't let that scare you off. If it was what it was, I wouldn't be talking about it right now.
we don't talk about clop fics here.
No.
But yeah, it's hilarious. I'll recommend it as well. Try not to let your head explode while reading it.
I understood that reference.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
So
that's it.
That's it. That's all we've got for this week.
Yeah, super short episode.
I guess that's what happens
every once in a while.
So
it's happened before. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah, it happens. Hey, it could happen.
Oh,
so sad. How'd it go?
R.I.P. Hub 2010 to 2014.
Yep, R.I.P. in pieces. So yeah. Anyway, if you liked what you heard and you want to listen to more, past, future, present, I don't know, whatever suits your fancy, you can find all of our episodes at pony411.libsyn.com and just check them out. You can also find us on iTunes. Just search for Pony411, subscribe, blah, 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 all that sort of good stuff. We're also on Stitcher.com. So, yeah, you can go there, subscribe or whatever on there.
Yeah, search for us there or via the Stitcher app for your iOS or Android device.
What he said.
Yeah.
You can also find us on YouTube if you don't want to do any of that.
Yeah.
And just listen to us on YouTube. We're youtube.com/pony411. Or you can listen to us on Ponyville FM every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So tune in and listen to us there.
Talk Tuesday.
Yeah. If you would like to contact us, you can email us with suggestions, comments, questions, whatever you fancy.
This episode sucks.
Yes, you can do that too. You can email us, pony411podcast@gmail.com. You can also tweet us at pony411. So send us crap, follow us, listen to us.
Make jokes with us.
Jake, yeah. What he said.
Hi, TrotCon.
Hello, TrotCon. Sorry about your parents. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. So like us, we post our things, whatever there. So, yeah. Follow it. You can also contact us personally on Twitter. I am at Alca7raz_ with a 7 instead of a T, and he's at Nemesis Prime 1.
More sunlight, please.
Or not.
Or.
You should send him flashlight.
That's bad, and you should feel bad.
I don't, though.
Soren Dash.
Don't even go there. So yes, anyway, that's it. I hope you'll tune in next time. Maybe go listen to our older stuff if you haven't heard before.
The fun will be doubled.
Yeah, so tune in next time, and until then, remember, please pony responsibly. Good night.